Hi, this is Mrs. Bragg, and we are going to look at how to do Unit 8 Assignment 1 spreadsheet. So I pulled up the spreadsheet that was already designed for us, and I go to the very bottom because that's where I need to start with some totals. I could scroll all the way down. It's a fairly long spreadsheet, or I could work smarter and go up to the top left and just type in the cell I wish to go to and hit enter. And voila, I'm there in an instant. That's better than scrolling all the way down. So we just need a quick total here, and we've already learned this in prior lessons, how to do a quick sum. I'll just go up to my sum icon, and it asks me if I want to add up cells D3 through D166. Close, but not really. I just want to go up to 165. Remember, we control the computer and tell it where we want it to go. So I just move my blue line to cell 165 where I want it to end. Hit enter and quickly have my calculation. Number of crimes. This has stumped several of us. And what they're asking for is a total number of crimes in column C. Well, we don't really have the time to tally all that up, and we don't want to break out the crimes. That's not what it's asking, because the crime breakout is actually over here in J, already done for us. So it is asking for, let me do my quick move. It is asking us for the total number of crimes committed in cell C. Who wants to count all that? But I do know, because I just said count all that my formula is going to be count. And I could count rows, or could count column C, but only count numbers. So I'm going to count column D. It doesn't really matter because, again, I'm just counting the number of rows, really. Not counting the number. That's what I'm really doing, counting rows. So there's my formula. I'm just going to count how many rows are in from D3 to D165. Still tells me how many crimes were committed, right? It still tells me there was 163 crimes. So, ta-da! That was the stumbling block that got so many of us, but we work smarter, not harder. That is how that works. So over to the next table. We have our totals, total from raw list, which is already filled in for us, but it should be 0. Our differences should be 0. So what this tells me is there's something wrong with the data or the formulas in this column. It says B3 to B165, and if I click on the next one, this is B4 to B166. Maybe I don't want my cells to move when I'm calculating it. So I will make this absolute value because I absolutely don't want them to move. I absolutely want them to stay the same. So I add a $sign in front of my row and column. Now my criteria, that will change. So no absolute value, no $sign for my criteria, because I do want that to change with the criteria. There's my formula. I just copy it all the way down, and then I am at a 0. So I probably need to do the same thing to my formulas in column H. Make them an absolute value. Watch where you're typing your $signs. Skip my criteria because that's going to change. But I want my payout column to stay the same. You only have to change your formula once and then copy it down, and I'm at a 0. Same thing with my K column. I need to get it to a 0. I better keep it an absolute value because I don't want my ranges to move. Criteria stays the same. The beauty of Excel is you only have to type it once and then you copy it. And you can use it over and over for years and years and years. Just change your numbers and your formulas will stay the same. So again, what I want to absolutely remain, I put a $sign in front of it. My criteria can stay relative, and there I am at zeros. Then we have 2 questions to answer. I'll leave the first question for you to answer. Which mobster made the most money out of looking at this list? The second question is, which crime had the most number of crimes? I could look at this and see that it is extortion. Well, I could type the word extortion there. Sure can. Too much work. Or I can just tell the computer what cell it's in, J6, and it puts the answer in there for me. And that's how you do assignment 1.